Both of these teams trying to stay perfect in SEC play. They are two of the 3 teams in the conference that have not lost an SEC game yet.
And everybody says this is the big test for LSU. We'll see what happens against the Lady Vols.
And immediately, they go inside. It's no surprise. You get it to Angel Reese. Tennessee's starting 5. We were told today that yesterday Sarah Puckett rolled her ankle in practice, so she was questionable, was not going to start today. Will come off the bench. We saw her go in warm-ups today.
And it's going to be important that Tennessee get off to a good start, regardless of who's starting. They got off to a slow start against Connecticut.
You talk about Angel Reese for this LSU starting 5. It's hard to miss her. They've got a veteran, though, leading the way in Alexis Morris, who runs the point.
Look, LSU after last season, they lost 80% of their offense. Alexis Morris was the only returning starter that averaged in double digits.
When she comes out with the basketball. Tigers love to push in transition. Jasmine Carson overshoots on the 3. Look, what a turn for Tennessee. They hosted UConn on Thursday, an amazing crowd in Thompson Bowling Arena in Knoxville, but now they go to a hostile crowd here in Baton Rouge.
And when you're the visiting team, you got to learn to turn that energy into your favor. You either get fired up because you've kept them silent, or if they go loud, then you just act like they're cheering for you.
There's Jordan Horston with the mid-range game and puts Tennessee on the board. Horston averages 16 points per game. She's the leading rebounder for Tennessee. Flau'jae Johnson driving off the glass.
Smooth.
Freshman.
Fearless.
Wow. They get it to Tess Darby, who's a big-time shooter. She's going to drive in and is stopped by Flau'jae Johnson. No whistle.
The newcomers for LSU have been so impactful. You got a freshman, you got the transfer, Deja Williams.
Yeah, wave off the bucket for Williams. The foul happened before that, and it's a foul on Caroline Strickland, her first. Flau'jae Johnson to inbound for LSU. Right into Angel Reese, working on Strickland. Short, Flau'jae short on the putback, and Strickland with the hustle trying to save it. Back to LaDeja Williams, though. Offensive foul on Angel Reese.
Caroline Strickland. She got in there, established correct defensive position. She got outside the restricted arc and was able to draw the charge on Angel Reese.
Well, Kelly Harper told us today at shoot-around they felt like they could get a couple of those calls down low if they got their positioning right. They got there early and held firm against Angel Reese.
Look, that's the best way to defend Angel Reese, is to try to get her in some foul trouble and make her have to go to the bench.
Yeah, so that's the first foul on Reese. Rakia Jackson to the corner. Jordan Walker for 3.
Yeah, LSU is making Tennessee keep the ball out of the paint. That's a good sign. They hit the three-point shot early.
Now, Tennessee loves to throw it inside. They average 40 paint points per game, but if they can get those outside shots falling too, watch out. That's a traveling violation on LSU. Look, Tennessee, they have played the second hardest strength of schedule. They started 4-5, but since then 12-2, and those 2 losses to really good teams in Stanford and UConn.
This schedule that Tennessee has had has been no joke.
No.
I asked Kelly Harper, it's like, are you going to continue to schedule this hard? She said, well, maybe not to this extent.
I thought it was interesting, too, though. You asked her, does that experience against those top teams help in a game like this?
You know, it's been so impressive is going against those teams, having the record against them that you have, and still Tennessee has kept their confidence. They believe that they are getting better, and it's going to pay off in March.
Now, Tennessee 0-5 against ranked opponents this year. And that's the second foul on Caroline Striplin. So Jillian Hollingshed will check in now to replace her, number 53 in orange, and she had a really nice outing against UConn.
I was so impressed with Hollingshed against Connecticut when she was matched up against Leah Edwards. Leah Edwards is having an All-American season, but Jillian came in and was physical inside.
And immediately you see her trying to front Angel Reese, but it's hard to slow down a double-double machine, the Bayou Barbie. Tess Darby lets it fly. That's her specialty.
Tennessee's getting not only perimeter looks, but looks with time.
Lady Vols 2 for 2 from 3. That shot off to the left and a nice rebound by Darby. Walker just overthrows Hollingshed.
It's going to be a battle inside. Both teams like to get points in the paint. You see Angel Reese get behind Jillian Hollingshed, and once the defense is on her back, that gets her in a better position to score. That's why she can score over players that are bigger than her.
Yeah, interesting note, when it comes to paint points, LSU, all 8 of their points have come inside. Tennessee has not gotten a bucket in the paint yet.
You watch Hollingshed and Reese down low, opposite side of where the ball is. Both will jockey for rebounding position.
Deja Williams, patience with the shot clock winding down.
Now, how will Tennessee get the ball inside? With the height advantage that Hollingshed has, Kelly Harper talked about using some action, get the defense to shift, but then eventually get the ball down low.
Kia Jackson trying to get there. Angel Reese all over her. Takes it away. Carson in the corner. Williams asking for it, and she's fouled by Hollingshed. You smell that? Something's cooking in Baton Rouge. We'll check out Mulkey's recipe for success when we come back. It's like to have success. She won 3 national championships as the head coach of Baylor. So what is her recipe? Well, it starts with defense.
You know, Kim Mulkey's teams are always going to get down and play tough defense, and then there's going to be a post presence. And what else does she demand? That you get on the glass and rebound. And when you stir all that up together, what does that produce for Kim Mulkey? 3 national championships at Baylor, and she's expecting to bring the same thing here to LSU.
And a delicious looking pot of gumbo, apparently. Yeah, you see where they rank. 2nd in paint points per game, 4th in defense. Rebounding margin also up there. And she said this week, you know, somebody asked her, what surprised you about this group? I'm surprised how quickly they bought into defense and rebounding. Told them in the recruiting process that was going to be important. They've bought in.
It's important that when you are recruiting, deliver the message of what the non-negotiables are. And defense and rebound, that's 2 of them.
5 seconds, Alexis Morris elevates LaDeja Williams with the putback, but the second chance won't go. Here comes Tennessee. The dump off to Hollingshed, and she's going to get herself to the free throw line.
You can tell Kelly Harper discussed in that last time out, needed to pick up the tempo and keep the pressure on the defense. Jordan Horson continued to probe to get inside the defense, make the rotations happen. That would create opportunities for Jillian Hollingshed.
First foul called against Alexis Morris. In that UConn game, Kelly Harper was so excited to see what Jillian Hollingshed was able to do, and she brought some physicality down there too.
She brought a determination and energy. It was instead of waiting to get hit, she was the one that was initiating the contact.
Alexis Morris all the way to the rack.
The matchup of defending the quickness on the perimeter for LSU. That's going to be tough for Tennessee to match.
Rakia Jackson at the elbow. In flies Horston for the rebound. Hollingshed is there too.
This side, 6'5". Tennessee has to take advantage of having Hollingshed on the floor.
And remember, Tennessee lost to Mari Key, who was their big post presence for this season. Fortunately, they found blood clots in her lungs. She's going to be fine, but unable to finish the rest of the season for Tennessee.
And 3 other post players have had to step up. You've got Caroline Strickland that brings the physicality. You have the size from Jillian Hollingshed, and who we haven't seen yet is Jasmine Franklin, who comes in, and she brings some quickness at the post game.
Tess Darby already has 1 3 tonight. Look at Hollingshed, another rebound. She told us today, I'm going to do the little things. I'm going to get on the floor because nobody inside wants to dive on the floor for balls. I'm going to do it all.
I like her mindset coming into a game. She sets goals for herself. I said, what are your goals today? She said, rebounding and defense. What do you think about scoring? She wants to bring the blue-collar mentality to the court.
Rakia Jackson ties it up. Kateri Poole coming off the screen. And that's a travel on the Deja Williams. So subs coming in. Well, you mentioned Sarah Puckett. Saw her warm up. She's got an extra brace on that right ankle after rolling it yesterday, but she looked good to go and shoot around today too.
Well, Puckett came off a great game against Missouri, 17 points, hit a big bucket.
Painted it!
Hey, it goes in. That earned her the starting spot in their following game. Puckett is one of those stretch. She can play the 3-4. She can shoot the 3, play on the perimeter. She brings some toughness inside for Tennessee.
Oh, last year Poa helped Jordan Horston into a travel. Poa tried to go after the ball as Horston went by her. So in this lineup for LSU, last year Poa runs the point. They move Alexis Morris over to shooting guard.
Angel Reese has only got 2 field goal attempts.
She averages a double-double. Morris coming off the screen, off of 1 foot at the elbow. Justine Passat with the rebound for Tennessee. Up ahead to Puckett. Missed the layup.
When Alexis Morris drives, no help is rotating on her. She's going to have to establish in order to open up Angel Reese.
She's been so efficient their last 4 games. Yeah, she can score inside, but she's shooting 53% from the arc. Talking about Alexis Morris. Over the last 4 outings, this is a 2 for Angel Reese.
Ooh, that was halfway in and then came out. That shot by Reese.
And a traveling violation on Hollingshed. So Rakia Jackson checks back in, Horston checks out. But Tennessee has much more depth than LSU does.
They do, and I just wonder if fatigue will be a factor. And I see Kelly Harper rotating early, constantly keeping fresh bodies on the floor.
Poole trying to direct traffic. Angel Reese calling for the basketball. Ten seconds for Morris. It's a 3, but it's off to the left. Rebound by Samaya Smith.
We have 2 of the best rebounding teams on the floor. And they're in the SEC. These 2 teams are going to battle the glass.
LSU 3rd in the nation in rebounds per game. Tennessee 17th in the nation, 3rd in the SEC. subs keep coming for Tennessee. Jasmine Franklin in with Samaya Smith, the freshman out of DeSoto, Texas, at the line. Gets the first. Here's our Super Tuesday college basketball doubleheader at 7 Eastern. Duke hosting Wake Forest at Cameron Indoor, and then Oscar Tshiebwe and Kentucky take on Ole Miss. Both games over on ESPN and the app. 1 and 2 for Smith. It'll be Tennessee ball.
Keep an eye on the rebounding, specifically offensive rebounding. It's 4-3 advantage Tennessee right now. Jasmine Franklin in for Tennessee. That's another of that three-headed monster post players.
And Kelly Harper asking with authority to get Rakia Jackson to post up down low.
Kim Mulkey gonna put her three-point shooter in. Jasmine Carson goes to the table real quick to check in.
Look, in their last game, it was a week ago. 4 of 8 from 3. They got to hustle. And they ran out of time. "10 minutes in the books. 10 minutes has not disappointed. A close game in Baton Rouge." Well, the wait outside to get in the PMAC, I would say worth it so far in this one. Tennessee and LSU. LSU up by 3. They're going for an attendance record tonight inside the PMAC. This is what Tennessee has had to come in and play with this crowd. Impressive as they try to work on that resume. Look, their strength of schedule, number 2. They have played pretty much everybody.
They have 7 teams that they played against that are in the net top 25. That ain't no joke. And to having 6 new players come in and play that kind of schedule, look, that's no easy thing. And Kelly Harper's been patient. She's used a number of different combinations, and she feels like things are starting to settle in. Players are starting to understand their roles and the system she wants to play.
Tennessee likes to get the ball inside. Right now, both Jillian Hollingshed and Caroline Striplin, 2 of their post players, on the bench with 2 fouls.
And I'm keeping an eye on Angel Reese's numbers. Only 1 rebound so far. She's got 4 points.
And she's had a double-double every game this season. Horston going up in traffic. Another chance for Jordan Horston. This time, LaDasia Williams takes it. Williams has to create some space, and it's short. Jasmine Franklin's shot is blocked.
Rakia Jackson with Jasmine Carson on her. You can exploit that if you're Tennessee and post her up.
Passat, second look. That rebound courtesy of Jasmine Franklin, but here goes LSU in transition. Morris with the pull-up! Swish. Give her 6. Rakia Jackson, an open lane in the bucket.
I think Tennessee can play through Jackson a little bit more. She's so quick when she's facing up, going by her defender, or even with her back to the basket as well. She uses her quickness so well.
Meanwhile, for LSU, all but 1 of their points have come in the paint. 16 paint points. Even against Tennessee's size. Oh, Horston got loose on the baseline. Jasmine Franklin's all over the glass.
If she doesn't get the rebound, she's causing Tennessee to have extra possessions.
Passat lets it fly. Another chance for Tennessee, and Rakia Jackson makes them pay. And Kim Mulkey's going to call timeout. LSU up, but by a point.
the half with Rebecca Lobo and myself, Elle Duncan. We had a bunch of history made this past weekend. We will recap and look ahead to a couple of huge matchups this week in women's hoops. But as far as what you're seeing in the first half of this one, RL.
Tennessee being Tennessee, just getting all over the glass. They have 7 more field goal attempts already than LSU.
They want to do a better job than they did against UConn, where they had 23 offensive boards to just 20 second chance points if they're going to pull that upset. We'll see you at the half. For now, we get it back to Courtney and CP.
Rebecca, you're absolutely right. The rebounding, that's why Kim Mulkey called that timeout. 6 offensive rebounds from the timeout just before that one, and she wanted to address her team. You cannot allow Tennessee second and third chance points.
Quasi Johnson in the corner misses. Rebound by Jasmine Franklin. Horston sets things up. Rakia Jackson, she already has 6 points, 3 of 6 from the field. That looked good.
She is so quick with the basketball. You can't just stop and relax 1 second when Rakia Jackson has the basketball because of that burst, that initial movement with the ball.
First lead for Tennessee. Alexis Morris off the screen.
I think Morris likes that free throw line elbow area. We saw her hit a couple of those in transition.
And she's got 8 points right now. The dump off to Jasmine Franklin. It's short. Morris hitting the gas. Coughs it up. It'll stay with LSU. Rakia Jackson for Tennessee, 8 points, 4 of 7 from the field.
Watch how the explosion out of her play, and then she's able to move back real quick, create space, and then get her shot up. I believe that she is going to be an early first-round draft pick. She has great versatility. She finishes so well going to the basket. One area she probably needs to continue to work on is ball handling, but she's that coveted stretch 4 type player, can play the 3-4. I think of many WNBA teams would be interested in Miss Jackson.
That's LSU basketball. Tennessee has pushed the number 3 team in the nation so far in this game. And look, we knew this was probably the biggest test LSU has had this year.
And again, it'll go back to when you talk about push and you look at this score, it's a 1-point game in the first half. LSU pretty much has gone with their starters. They've gone a little bit to the bench where Tennessee has been able to play a number of players.
Yeah, Tennessee's depth, their largest roster in school history, as Jordan Walker with the layup. And again, LSU 8-0. They scoring margin 24 points per game, rebounding margin 20, and it's way closer here tonight.
Alexis Morris is she is carrying this LSU team. Angel Reese has struggled to really get going offensively or on the glass. Alexis Morris has helped LSU hang on to this lead.
Now Angel Reese on the bench right now, 4 points and 1 rebound. Walker comes out with it. Tennessee rebounding like a monster. Another offensive board.
Tennessee is winning on the glass 22-14.
Horston's shot rattles out. Watch out for Alexis Morris. Samaya Smith by herself. Walker left alone! Jordan Walker! This is fun.
Hey, when you're ending January, about to start February, this is exactly what you want to see in the SEC.
Back and forth, 2 of the 3 teams who have not lost a game in conference play. South Carolina being the other one. Okay, Samaya.
Alexis Morris had to move from the shooting guard to the point guard for LSU. She has to decide and make good decisions when it's her time and when it's time for somebody else. She seems to have moved over extremely well, found Samaya Smith. She gets the and one. Samaya Smith looks to have blood on her shorts. I
Yeah,
would
she
say the
does.
officials are going to send her back to the bench to clean that up.
Got popped in the nose a little bit.
I mean, it's noticeable for us from here.
Samaya Smith puts 3 points up. They'll work on her jersey over there on the bench. LSU up by 3. Angel Reese back in the game. Just 4 points and a rebound for Reese. She's had a double-double every game. Franklin, the kick to Walker, just hit a 3.
Now, how will LSU get Angel Reese involved? Reese has got the size advantage over Franklin.
A lane for Morris. She makes it look so easy right now.
Alexis Morris has that look in her eye. She is locked in. She is patting that rock and finding the lane to the basket with ease tonight for the Tigers.
Alexis Morris, 4 different schools. Last year came to LSU and says, I need Kim Mulkey in my life. Kim Mulkey originally dismissed her from the team when she was a freshman at Baylor, and now playing the point guard position for Mulkey on the number 3 team in the nation.
Talk about having to have a close relationship. When you're a point guard for Kim Mulkey, you got to carry out the mission.
And she's tough on her. We were here, last week? Took her out of the starting lineup. Tess Darby drives and kicks back. Tennessee will swing it around, running out of time. 3 seconds. Rakia, too much. Morris is the one to watch. 13 points for Alexis Morris. Into Angel Reese, working on Franklin. Poa by herself. Got it! Last tier Poa with the 3. Her grandparents coming from Australia. You see them in the stands. The first time they've seen her play in person in a college game. Jasmine Franklin with the answer.
That's the answer Tennessee needs to have, because if LSU gets on a roll, can you imagine how loud this place is going to be?
Whew, that was about to be filthy if it just went in.
But Tennessee's doing their job, not allowing Angel Reese to get any looks.
Uh-oh, Tess Darby. Uh-oh. She'll crush you.
Kim Mulkey is, look, she's looking at her team asking the question of why. Tess Darby is the 3-point shooter in orange. You cannot leave number 21 in orange. Tess Darby, wide open, nobody there. Gives her plenty of time for her to bury the 3, and Kim Mulkey's trying to figure out what happened. How do you lose her?
Tess Darby now 46 made and 3-pointers on the season. Last tier Poa at the free throw line. We mentioned how excited she was to have her grandparents, Richard and Debbie, in the stands tonight for the first time, coming all the way from Australia. There they are. We got to talk to him pregame. They were so fired up.
Oh, their grandfather's the one. We asked him, what does you see in her game that you taught her And he said, it's the defense.
Yeah.
And then her grandmother said, and we told her, don't look at the ball, go get the ball.
Yeah.
Dive on it. She said, that's how we played. Both of those two play basketball.
Look, this is pretty exciting, but they're going to Vegas after this, so.
Well, listen, it doesn't get much better than that.
Angel Reese swooping in for the rebound. Reese misses the layup. Trying to tie it up and get it back from Sarah Puckett. Held ball possession arrow to LSU.
You see Angel Reese is a little frustrated. She's been able to have her way with every opponent that LSU has played this season. And so far, Angel Reese only 4 points on the night.
She averages 24 a game. Rakia Jackson back in for Tennessee.
Tennessee spent a lot of time on underneath out-of-bounds plays defending LSU and shoot-around this morning.
Poa on the inbounds. Into Williams. Kateri Poole. Stop by Horston. Give it to me. And a blocking foul called as Jordan Walker drives in.
Talk about Jordan Horston. This is your point guard at times for Tennessee at 6'2". She has that length, the timing on the block, and not swat it out of bounds, but keep it in place so the Lady Vols could head toward their basket.
Well, we have got a loaded women's basketball triple header Sunday here on ESPN2. Louisville hosting number 11 North Carolina. That'll be at noon, followed by LSU going to face Texas A&M for a second time. And then at 4 Eastern, Ohio State playing Maryland. Ohio State's so interesting. This time last week, they were undefeated, and now they've lost 3 in a row.
Yeah, they lost to Iowa, Indiana, and Purdue. And the problem has been with Ohio State, if they can't score, they can't get that press set. So they got to figure out a way to start putting some points on the board so they can set their defense.
Yeah, that's a team Kevin McGuff has built to press for 40 minutes. Offensive foul on Alexis Morris.
She pushed off with that left arm.
That's her second.
Right there, she pushed off Jordan Walker before she went into the shooting motion.
"13 points for Alexis Morris, right at her game average on the season." Shot clock still on for Tennessee. To the corner. Rebound by Reese. 10 seconds now for LSU.
That's a frustration move by Reese right there, keeping it herself. She's trying to make something happen before the end of the half. Forced herself into a turnover.
A scoring drought for LSU. No field goals in the last 2 minutes and 44 seconds. And look, she's been an automatic double-double, but we're watching it tonight. Just 4 points and 4 rebounds for Angel Reese. LSU up at the half here in Baton Rouge. Let's get you to Elle in the studio.
It's because Tennessee has put different size players on her, and she's been extremely frustrated. You're going to see Franklin there. Jillian Hollingshead did a good job. Then you have Rakia Jackson on Angel Reese. It's just been a tough night, but it has been Alexis Morris that has been able to hold on to this lead for LSU. She's pushed in transition. She's been able to get to her jump shot. But now, how will Morris find ways to get the double-double queen involved? We're on a double-double watch. That she may not get it.
Just 4 points, 4 rebounds for Angel Reese. Look, and Tennessee had 2 players down in the post in foul trouble in that first half. Caroline Striplett and Jillian Hollingshed both picked up 2 fouls, but they're back and ready to go here in the third quarter. Tennessee got balanced scoring, too. It was multiple people stepping up.
Rakia Jackson had 6 points in that first half when Tennessee made their little run in order to close the gap of the lead. It was Rakia Jackson getting touches.
She's got 10 points now. LaDasia Williams, no space to operate. LSU needed that, a little light from the outside. Jasmine Carson.
LSU is going to have to consistently hit shots from the perimeter, open things up for Angel Reese inside.
2 of 6 from behind the arc for the Tigers. Tess Darby, she had a couple of threes in the first half. Hits Walker down low. And Jordan Walker to the free throw line.
Jasmine Carson right in front of the LSU bench, able to knock down the 3. Kim Mulkey, she has her arms crossed like it's just the way we drew it up.
That's what Jasmine Carson has brought, transferred in from West Virginia, spent 2 seasons there. She brings that 3-point shooting as Jordan Walker is at the free throw line.
Well, and because Walker hit those 3s early, Jordan Walker for Tennessee from the perimeter, she's gained the respect of LSU. Now she can use her quickness to take it off the bounce.
10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists for Jordan Walker. Here's Carson again. Caroline Striplin working on Angel Reese down low. Alexis Morris for 3! Didn't cool off in the locker room. Look, she's had to adapt to that point guard role and learn to facilitate, but she also can score the basketball. You're seeing it right now.
When you move from being the shooter, remember, it was Kayla Pointer who was the point guard for LSU last year. Now that you're at the point, you got to know when it's my time and when it's time to give the ball up. And Alexis Morris is really finding that balance.
What was it she said? Look, I'm finding joy in setting my teammates up, but don't forget, I still love to score. Flau'jae Johnson in and out. Strickland will come up and set the screen for Jackson. The long 2! Woo!
Tennessee looks more composed against LSU. Against Connecticut, they look sped up and their offense wasn't flowing. Tonight, they are being very deliberate and intentional of where the Lady Vols get their shots from.
That's going to be a foul on Jordan Walker. Yeah, and Kelly Harper took her team. They went back and watched the UConn film, and there were little things, the little details that they didn't like what they saw.
She said that she wanted to see her team have better ball movement and body movement, and that the cuts, you had to have intentional cuts. You got to cut hard. You can't just sashay through the lane.
You sashay through the lane a lot?
I always sashay.
Little soft shoe?
You got me on that one. You know, I did take tap and ballet, so I'm light on my feet.
I thought you did clogging as well.
Oh, I'm from the state of Tennessee. That's absolutely I did. Should have seen me in my little ruffle skirt.
Jordan Horston will elevate at the baseline. In and out for Morris. Offensive rebound, LaDasia Williams. Oh, back to Flau'jae. Too much. Flau'jae taking it in. Angel Reese rebound. LSU has all kinds of chances right now on this possession. And finally, Flau'jae Johnson lets it fall. Largest lead for LSU. A packed PMAC. A whiteout here as we're looking to set an attendance record in Baton Rouge. LSU with its largest lead. Look, this is a team that has had to piece it together. The two comes from Kim Mulkey and her staff's second season at LSU. They had 9 newcomers, 5 returners, and look at the pieces they've added.
You got the vet coming back of Alexis Morris. You got the fearless freshman in Flau'jae Johnson, the shooter Jasmine Carson, the defender LaDasia Williams, and then the double-double queen in Angel Reese that has brought that fire, that passion to the floor. And LSU has a 10-point lead, and it has not been Angel Reese's best game.
Yeah, Angel Reese only 4 points, 7 rebounds. She averages 24 points a game, 15 rebounds a contest. Tennessee has slowed her down. Walker misses, and there's rebound number 8 for Angel. LSU's last offensive possession, they took 5 shots.
But a focus on getting on the offensive glass.
Yeah, Tennessee did a great job of that in the first half. LSU trying to catch up. Tennessee had 12 offensive rebounds in the first half. LSU just 3. Well, Southern Hoops, A History of SEC Basketball is our highly anticipated 7-part documentary. Part 1 premieres tonight at 9 Eastern, about an hour over on the SEC Network, looking at the years 1930 to 59, from Naismith to Rupp, highlighted by Adolph Rupp's arrival in Kentucky, the formation of the SEC, and the birth of Patricia Head, who is Pat Summitt. Worston misses, and Angel Reese crashing the glass. She's got 9 rebounds.
Tennessee's getting open looks. They've got to be able to finish.
Reese said, clear out, I got it.
It's Barbie time. Bayou Barbie is getting ready to take over.
8 points, 10 rebounds. Tess Darby. LSU ball. Angel Reese so close now to her 21st consecutive double-double.
Angel Reese is such a competitor. She's a prideful player. She knows that she has been shut down in that first half. She is waiting for an opportunity now to take over in this second half.
Look, we saw her get frustrated in the first half.
Yeah. And now Tennessee bringing a full court pressure. This allowed them to cut the lead to 2 against Connecticut in that third quarter.
LaDasia Williams has it. Five seconds. And LSU ran out of time. Tennessee's defense stepping up. It's still an 8-0 run for LSU over the last 3 minutes. A whiteout in Baton Rouge, a battle inside the PMAC. LSU on an 8-0 run. Tennessee hasn't scored in 3 minutes. And Angel Reese, she's got the rebound part of the double-double. She's a bucket away from the points part. 8 points, 11 boards for Angel Reese. And look, She was really tested in that first half. She had 4 points, 4 rebounds. In the third quarter so far, she already has 4 points and 7 rebounds.
You could tell Angel Reese went in the locker room and regrouped. She had to figure out how Tennessee was defending her, and instead of waiting for the game to come to her, she went after the game. LSU has really had a field day. Points in the paint. They're winning that battle 26-12.
Six seconds. Lakia Jackson. Rebound by Flage. Well, Sarah Puckett, she turned right into her and tied it up. It's going to be Tennessee ball.
They call a jump ball there?
Yes. Tennessee with the possession. Tennessee trying to end a 3.5-minute scoring drought. They've missed their last 5 shots.
This is who needs to get going. Lakia Jackson.
LSU ball.
Ooh, I don't know.
Did Alexis Morris touch that last?
I think she got away with one.
Tennessee taking it back.
That's basketball karma.
Lakia Jackson. She's been great tonight, 14 points.
Tennessee in this 2-2-1 press.
Offensive foul on Angel Reese. Second time that has happened tonight. That'll be her second personal.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. Now, this is going to be tough for Tennessee to score with Jordan Walker handling the basketball. You don't have any shooters on the perimeter. That's allowing LSU to really concentrate on taking away paint production for Tennessee.
Now just 14 paint points for Tennessee. They average 40 a game. And then Hollingshed is fouled. That's LaDeja Williams on the foul.
Alexis Morris thought it was on her.
2 on Williams.
You see how high the offense is being run, though. Not getting any openings inside.
Julian Hollingshed, corner pocket.
Hey, 6'5". If you can't get it done inside, step out.
It's her first 3 of the season. Tennessee trying to take advantage of a 2+ minute scoring drought for LSU.
But you've got Hollingshed that would be matched up on Poole, and she's out on the perimeter. Take Hollingshed down low and post up. Look, she's calling for it. Forget the play the game.
8 seconds. Lakia Jackson, 16 points. They skip it over to Flage Johnson. Back to Reese. And she's fouled by Jordan Walker.
We talked about how important Jillian Hollingshed is to have on the floor. We were talking about her in the paint. She showed she's got range from 3. But when you get perimeter shots, you open things up. That allows Jackson to go to work inside.
7-0 run for Tennessee, but Angel Reese at the free throw line now. 1 point away from the double-double. 21 double-doubles to start the year.
Wow.
Sarah Puckett working on Poa.
See, if Tennessee is patient, they can get the mismatches that they want and use their length to their advantage.
Yeah, Tennessee has great size at every position. No field goals for LSU in almost 4 minutes. LaDasia Williams gets stopped. 6 seconds. They gotta go. Poa, top of the key. Angel Reese with the board. Swatted away by Horston.
LSU battling on the glass. Tennessee as well. Both of these teams have hung their hat on defense and rebounding. Neither team's going to go down without a fight.
That foul was called on Rakia Jackson, her first. LSU 4.5 minutes without a field goal. Powell on the move. Stopped by Poa, who had the size advantage. Blocking foul on Jackson. Her second.
Kelly Harper said one of the things that was important for their offense was spacing. That poor decision by Powell led LSU headed the other direction. And Flajay Johnson just headed straight to the rim, gets to the free throw line.
Flajay Johnson coming in as the number 6 overall guard in her class, a McDonald's All-American. Definitely say being looked at for the SEC Freshman of the Year.
She could be a candidate not only Freshman of the Year, but I think National, Freshman of the Year in the SEC, but National Freshman of the Year. She's the second leading scorer on this LSU basketball team. She defends, she rebounds.
Her offense has been tough tonight, though, just 4 points. She does have 6 rebounds, though. It's not keeping her from the glass. There's going to be an offensive foul on Sarah Puckett.
Puckett and last year Poa battling inside, and you're going to see Sarah Puckett. She comes across the push-off, the 2 hands with the push. That's when the officials are going to call it. Poa may have gotten a technical foul in the celebration. She clapped toward Sarah Puckett.
Well, both teams sent over to their bench area, and our officials going to the monitor. So it is a technical foul on last year Poa. That'll count as a personal foul towards her and also towards the team foul total for LSU. Puckett gets 1 of 2. Let's show you this last play. Last year, Poet number 13 in white is who the technical was called against.
So after the official called the foul, Poet took a step towards Sarah Puckett. The officials were like, no, we're not going to have that.
They go inside to Horston. Jordan Horston just 2 points today. Sarah Puckett bucket!
That could be a crucial turn in this ball game because after the foul was called, Tennessee still got the ball back.
Now Tennessee 6 for 16 from behind the arc.
LSU might want to look at a two-man game. Morris and Reese.
Morris waiting on the screen from Williams. 3 seconds now. Floater. And that bucket's not going to count. Woo! It's Tennessee on a 6-0 run to end the third quarter. Everybody was questioning their schedule. How good was this team? Look, they're number 3 in the net, which is a major factor the committee looks at when they pick teams for the tournament.
Well, you look at the non-conference ranked at 297. Now they have a net as high as they do because they have performed like they were supposed to against those teams. You know, beating them by a significant amount, rebounding well. But right now, Tennessee, look, they are right there knocking at the door.
What did Tennessee do so well at the end of that third quarter that allowed them to catch back up? Remember, LSU has led by as many as 14 in this game.
The full court pressure, I think that really ramped Tennessee up. Same thing happened in the third quarter against Connecticut. And the press does a couple of things. It disrupts LSU's offense. It also wears on LSU's players. Remember, they don't go as deep in their bench as much as Tennessee does.
Worston dumping it off to Hollingshed. Oh, rolls all the way around and out. Jasmine Powell has it. Back to Hollingshed again.
Jillian Hollingshed has been key for Tennessee. Not just the offensive production using her size, but defensively clogging up the paint to try to slow down this LSU offense.
7 points, 4 rebounds for Hollingshed. Angel Reese got her 21st consecutive double-double. Tennessee made her work for it. She's down low being guarded by Sarah Puckett. Up to set the screen, 5 seconds.
Tennessee has been also more productive in the paint. They have 20 paint points.
It started out the opposite, too. LSU was getting all their points in the paint in the first quarter. Tennessee was hitting some outside shots. And here comes the pressure from Tennessee again.
Now Sarah Puckett on Angel Reese. Reese has got to get touches.
Tennessee's defense making LSU go deep into the shot clock. Woo! There she is. Did you see the look on her face? Woo!
She is locked in. She kind of looked like Jada Pinkett Smith and set it off.
20 points for Morris. Tennessee responding. Lady Vols get it back, and Rakia Jackson in the free throw line.
Jordan Horson continuing to attack where Tennessee has been able to chip away, and that is getting in the paint and then bringing that full court pressure.
And then Horson the one to tip the ball with that full court press. Able to steal it away. She started 1 for 11 from the field.
And if Tennessee's going to press, Alexis Morris has to stay at the top to break it.
Look at her go.
Expect nothing less. After a turnover, not able to break the press, Alexis Morris said, give me the ball. I can make it happen. 1 on 5, all the way to the rim, get the finish, and a trip to the free throw line.
She's got 22 points. Her season high is 24. That came against Missouri, where she hit 5 3-pointers. Taken away by Flage. And the foul on Horston.
Flage wanted to have a little bit of something to say after that. Angel Reese came right to her, grabbed the freshman, and pulled her away. LSU can't afford to give up any more free points at the free throw line.
One and two for Flage.
Hollingshed still has a height advantage.
Hollingshed 53 in orange for Tennessee.
You got her in the middle of the
paint. She's calling for it. And she traveled. Thirteen turnovers apiece. Offensive foul on Kateri Poole of LSU.
Now, I like the idea of going with a 1-4 high for Poole to come set a diagonal screen to bring Angel to the block, but Angel can't take off until Poole gets set on that screen.
There's Rakia Jackson. She's leading the Lady Vols with 17 points.
Angel Reese and Rakia Jackson so similar with their quickness, their ability to get to the rim, but the quick hands of Reese.
Coast to coast to steal the score, Angel Reese.
She's going to get a techno. There's a lot of extra celebration down there. Just the quick hands, the steal headed the other direction, and then that right hand scoop.
Three-point play. "7-0 run, LSU. Inside to Puckett. Alexis Morris on another level tonight. A new season high, 25 points. Adding to it! Got its attendance record, 15,157 fans in a whiteout to host Tennessee. And now LSU on an 11-0 run.
They're on another level. It started with Angel Reese with the steal and the finish, getting to the free throw line. And Alexis Morris, wow. Just willing, dealing, taking over in this fourth quarter.
Alexis Morris has 9 points in the quarter, 4 of 5 from the field. Tennessee went on that run, a 13-2 run to end the third quarter, while LSU has responded with Alexis Morris for sure, 27 points, a season high.
Remember back, Katari pulled, she turned the ball over against the press. Kim Mulkey brought Alexis Morris over, had a discussion. When Kim Mulkey asked of something from Alexis Morris, you can better believe Alexis Morris is going to turn it up, and she did exactly that. She swung the momentum toward the direction of the LSU Tigers.
Meanwhile, Tennessee, 2.5 minutes without a bucket. Nice move by Jordan Walker.
Tennessee, they chipped away at the lead going for paint points. So they're going to find it in different ways. It'll be guard attacking or getting the ball inside. And you've got Tess Darby now on the floor. That is a three-point threat.
She's on the ball right now on Morris. Cool. Working it inside to Angel Reese. Tennessee ball.
Good switch up of the defense as Tennessee went from their full court pressure back to a half court zone, not allowing LSU to just move the ball at will. And I didn't think Angel Reese needed that dribble. She just should have caught it and gone up with it.
Turnover by Rakia Jackson to the hands of Poole. Morris stepping into it.
Look at how Angel Reese goes and gets out of area rebounds.
It doesn't matter where she is on the floor. She's always a threat to rebound.
Ball's going up. She is on the opposite side, but continues to be relentless to go get the board.
Third foul whistled against Jasmine Franklin. First one is good. Well, coming up at 9 on Eastern over on ESPN, we'll take it to Austin, number 10 Texas hosting number 11 Baylor, at a Big 12 matchup between two of the top teams in the conference. We got two of the top teams in the SEC right here. Tennessee and LSU both undefeated in conference play. Two of the three teams that are, South Carolina being the other one. Darby shots blocked. Flage! Jackson will push.
Good hustle back by Poole to recover.
Jordan Walker, she has packed her shot to Baton Rouge tonight.
Now, how long can Tennessee stay in this 2-3 zone? That's going to allow LSU to use a lot of that shot clock.
They bring Angel Reese up to the high post. 10 seconds. Tess Darby, good defense. And then Walker is fouled. It's on Alexis Morris. Her third.
So now Kelly Harper brings in Jordan Horston.
Horston just 4 points, 2 of 12 tonight. But look, she makes so many other things happen too. Timeout called, under 3 minutes to go. We step aside for only 30 seconds. Basketball continues Sunday with our triple header here on ESPN2. Louisville hosting number 11 North Carolina. That's at noon Eastern. And then this LSU team is going to travel to College Station. It'll be the second meeting with Texas A&M. And at 4, Ohio State and Maryland, a top 10 battle. That's coming up on Sunday. We mentioned the race for the SEC. Look, you want to be one of the top 4 teams in the conference because you get that double bye in the SEC tournament. South Carolina 9-0, but LSU and Tennessee both 8-0 in conference action.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to, these 3 teams we have tonight, LSU playing Tennessee, but then both of these 2 teams have to face South Carolina, so that's going to be fun to watch as well. They're on a roll, and you've got Aaliyah Boston that is playing like Aaliyah Boston does.
Yes.
She's great, but Zia Cook has taken her game to another level in her senior season. So composed, so efficient with how she's playing.
And South Carolina's depth might be the scariest thing of all. They just roll people in off the bench like crazy.
Hey, scary is a good way to describe it, especially with the length and the talent that Dawn Staley has.
Jordan Horston checking in, getting a bucket. 6 points for Horston. She's been a little quiet today, averages 16 a game.
Alexis Morris can handle that basketball, but she's got to, once she breaks the press, then she's got to shift down and get a little bit under control.
Alexis Morris got a season high 27 points. Poole back in the game for LSU. Scoring drought for the Tigers, 3 minutes without a field goal. Tennessee has now hit 5 of its last 7.
And attacking the paint. Look for number 25 in orange, Jordan Horston. And she's got a freshman guarding her, Flau'jae Johnson. Can she handle her?
Jasmine Franklin gets the touch. Franklin posting up now on LaDasia Williams, going over, and it bounces off the back of the iron. Uh-oh. Angel Reese by herself. Horston takes it.
And the clock is running.
Tennessee has really brought this pressure here in the second half. We saw the press show up a little bit in their last game against UConn on Thursday.
And Tennessee, too, has got a foul. They want to lengthen this game because otherwise LSU is just going to use the clock.
LaDasia Williams, the catch, the shoot, the bucket. 1 minute to go.
Tennessee's got to look to score, and then they got a foul right away. LSU is a 66% free throw shooting team.
Horston elevated. Rebound by Poole. Now Tennessee's got a foul. Poole on the run. 41.9 seconds left. So this puts Kateri Poole at the free throw line. Tennessee has 2 timeouts remaining. LSU the same. This is the first.
That, if there's a bugaboo of LSU, is their ability to make free throws.
Tennessee grabs the ball. They call timeout. They can't advance the ball since under a minute to play by calling that timeout.
Well, now what Kelly Harper wants to do is with 36 seconds, it doesn't have to be a 3. Get a 2. Attacking the basket. She has Tess Darby check into the game, so you have a 3-point threat. So if Darby's open, yeah, give it to her. She can take that 3. Otherwise, it needs to be quick, inbound it, and it needs to be the best available shot. And I would say going to the basket and getting an opportunity to score at the free throw line so you're scoring with no time on the clock. Then you get your full court pressure. You get that set, you got to foul again right away.
LSU still has a foul to give, 2 timeouts. Tennessee just 1 timeout, so they got to get the ball in.
Well, and LSU's got to make sure that they don't foul, especially a Tess Darby in the act of shooting from 3.
Tennessee outscored LSU in the third quarter 18-16, but they've been outscored here in the fourth quarter 20-15. Jordan Walker will inbound. To Darby. No look there. Walker trying to find space, and she does.
Now, right away, Tennessee's got to foul. They've got to foul immediately.
24.5 seconds now.
Kateri Poole shoots normally 76% from the floor, but from the free throw line, she just missed 2. And I don't know if Tennessee was trying to find a specific person to foul, but it doesn't matter. When the time clock is ticking down, you got to foul the closest person to you.
Two shots coming for Poole. Kim Mulkey calling her players back. Tennessee's not going to use their timeout to advance it. They keep it in their pocket.
They can come down and score quick.
And Jordan Walker got herself at the free throw line.
If you're LSU, that's the last thing you wanted to see happen. If you weren't going to pick up full court, then you get back and make sure that you just defend from the inside out. The worst thing you could do is that right there. Put Tennessee at the free throw line to shoot free throws, score with no time ticket.
Jordan Walker, a season high tonight, 17 points, 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
Still 2-possession game. Now will Kim Mulkey use her timeout and advance the ball?
And so LSU calls timeout.
Look, after what we saw in the was it Vanderbilt Arkansas game, Arkansas able to score with less than 3 seconds come down.
LSU banked it, or excuse me, Arkansas, or Vanderbilt banked into 3,
and then Michaela Daniels came
for
down
Arkansas.
the other side.
So LSU does call that timeout. They do advance the ball.
Now the most important thing for LSU is to get the ball in. So you've got to set the screens. Don't get also an offensive foul called when you're trying to set screen and execute your stuff. For Tennessee, I wouldn't put anybody on the ball, and I would try to get a 5-second call. Try to get a turnover to get the possession back. But if LSU gets the ball in, Tennessee has got to foul. I feel like right away, especially with the way that LSU shoots free throws. I mean, you can foul Angel Reese. She shoots 68%. LaDasia Williams, that's the one you want to score. She's shooting 46% from the free throw line.
They get it into Morris, and she's fouled by Walker. That's the 5th on Walker.
It may have been why Jordan Walker looked like she was a little hesitant and wanting to foul Alexis Morris, knowing that would be her 5th foul.
Look, she was tough for Tennessee tonight. Jordan Walker was a season high 19 points, 6 of 10 from the field, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Alexis Morris, a 71% free throw shooter. She's got 27 points tonight.
And Tennessee's got 1 timeout left.
Both for Morris. Tennessee calls timeout. They advance the ball. So Lady Vols with no more timeouts.
Now, with it being an 8-point game, yeah, I look for 3. You still have time to go get a quick 2, but it needs to be immediately. And you might even look at putting in Jillian Hollingshed and throw it over toward the rim so you can go up quick. But you don't have a lot of time to really execute a whole lot of offense, a whole lot of passes. I mean, it's 1-2 passes maybe, but then you've got to score, and it's either to find the first open shot or you got to get something going to the rim.
Yeah, look, LSU has certainly been tested by push by this Tennessee team. It's not over yet, of course, but what changed? Because Tennessee kind of felt like they had the momentum in the 3rd quarter. What have you seen shift here in the 4th?
Well, I think that the intensity from LSU picked up and went to another level. Especially Angel Reese was able to find a way to how she could be productive on the floor. And then also Alexis Morris, she took over as well at that point guard spot.
And Alexis Morris, a point shy of her career high. 11 points in the 4th quarter for Alexis Morris. So again, Tennessee looking for a quick bucket.
It's got to be quick to the rim, or it's got to be finding a 3-point shot. And Jordan Walker, she was the other 3-point shooter that played today, and now she is on the bench with her 5 fouls.
And she hit 3 threes today. Let's see where Powell goes. Forced to no room to take a shot. Same story for Puckett. Tennessee taking a lot of time. Jasmine Powell fouls Alexis Morris, and she goes to the free throw line. 2.8 seconds.
Alexis Morris has had a fantastic game. Managing the floor.
LSU is going to sub everybody out except Morris. Angel Reese getting that 21st consecutive double-double. Tying her career high, Alexis Morris with 30. New career high, 31.
She has really brought it today. When LSU was really struggling to score in the first half, she was pushing in transition, had the beautiful pure jump shot, and really handled the offense well.
LSU is 21-0. Yeah, that LSU. They take down Tennessee in front of a PMAC record crowd here in Baton Rouge. The win streak continues for the Tigers. Behind a career high, 31 points for Alexis Morris. LSU getting it done. They beat Tennessee 76-68.